OpusFlow webinar about the projects module. We're just getting started, so maybe there are some people showing or attending, showing up. So we'll start in a bit. But for now already, thank you everybody for coming. And we're going to start within a few seconds. My clock just turned 11, so let's dive in. So today is our first webinar about the projects module. Today we're going to talk about the pipeline overview, the list overview, and how to manage your project. And a good thing is if you have any questions, please type them down in the comment section. We will get to them at the end of the webinar and answer them right away. So what we are going to cover, we have talked about, so all the questions in the end. And let's dive in. So the home screen of OpusFlow you might have seen before. So we're going to dive into the project page. And on the project page, you see all the different projects connected to your company and with all the different statuses and all the information that you would like to see. There's a search bar in the top, and you see different options above, so you can change the setting in your personalized view. So what we're going to do is we're going to personalize it. There are some things that you would like to make yourself. So to start with is, for example, the name. I would like to see a bit more of the project name, so you can just change them above. There are some options to toggle on or off different columns. For example, the checkbox selection, I don't use that one as much, and I don't prefer to see the source. This way you can even personalize for the task that you were doing, the different views. And above you also see the CSV option. On the right side, this you can use to go into a CSV file and export the data as you have been shown in your overview. So if you toggle columns off or on, you will receive a different CSV file. In this case, we're going to search for our good friend John. He has a few projects going on. It's quite a common name. And we see all the projects with the first name John within our system. So for this case, we can even make a filter template to see which projects we want to see in this case, because we're just filtering on the solar types. So I'm just going to have a filter in there. And I'm going to make the type is, in this case, solar. Oh, I see a question coming in. How would it work if you're running different installations? So you can make multiple selections. So you can have all the solar panels or all the air conditioning units, or have views with multiple of them. So in this case, we're just going to filter on solar. You have the option to save it in here as well. So you can have the information toggled on or off, and you can even give it a name. In this case, we call it solar. Give it also a nice color, so it matches what we're used to. We can even save it, and we have our option solar above, so it will filter in the view that we have. So this is how to use the list overview. So let's change into the Kanban overview. So you have a bit more visualization. You see it on top in here, and also see that I already have some filters preset. So in the Kanban overview, you have a lot of information. So if you're not used to using this one, you will have in here on the right top corner your different project types. So in this case, it's AC, there's charging stations, heat pumps. If you have really complex processes, it's good to turn some off or on, so it will be a bit more visual. Here you also see the option for the filters and the columns on top, and you have the tiles in your process. Your process will be showing from left to right, so all the steps within your process are in here. And you can even press them to open the shortcut tiles and see the different tabs above. You have the one with the project information and the notes on the right side. There is an administration tab, so you have an overview of what has been quoted, has been billed. And also an overview for tickets of all the tickets that are going on in this project. And you even have the short keys down below, so you can make a new ticket, open the installation plan right away, or have the contact open in the CRM. From here, we're going to make a ticket. In this case, I'm going to send it to my colleague Yossi, because I want to know if she has called the client. Be sure to make the right type in there, and we can easily create a ticket. This will be showing in the tickets overview because it's automatically connected to the right process and project. If we open the project page, then we go into a project, and here you find all the information. One recent addition that we did in the project page are tags. So you can have even more data connected to your projects. I see another question came in. Sorry, I'm not the fastest. Are the project statuses customizable? Yes, they are. Let me show you. So in the last tab on the project page in the Kanban overview, as I showed you before, there is a filter option. So you can toggle different project statuses on or off. In this case, I made the full sales process, just one overview. And we can even delete those, make it into an after sales option. So we start with finished. We also have scheduled, schedule, work preparation, and quote rejected is also in there. So this is a different view, so we're going to make it into a new one. So this will be after sales. And we can even give it its dedicated color. We're going to make my favorite tab the sales overview, because that's the one I will be visiting the most. And after sales will be in here as well, so you can see the different projects in the overview that you would like. Going back to our full process, you can always hit all, and you can even toggle different columns on or off. This also changes the information that you can search in, but also have different options in the tiles appear or disappear, so it can be more recognizable for you as a person. So going back into a project page, this is in Belgium, so let me change the address real quick. So we're gonna give him a different address. You can change it here for your project and in the contact page above. So in the project page, you have all the information in one spot. The location on Google Maps will be showing in the right top corner. There's a timeline overview, so you can see everything that changed and also who has changed that information. You can see the contact information, the different quotes, forms that have been filled, and also documents that have been attached. So all the documents will automatically be connected to your project. So here you'll see, for example, the quotes that have been generated. So going further, there's some different tabs above with different information. So depending on your role within the company, you can see different tabs in there. So if you're after sales, you, for example, don't see the PV planner, but you would save forms. And if you're not in sales, then you also, for example, would not see for emails or work preparation, for example, or warehousing is also in there. So depending on what you do in the company, it will change. And I also see a question coming in, can you customize it? Yes, you can. You can customize it underneath the settings in the menu, in the management tab, and go to, how is it called? In the settings tab, and then there's a key image connected. I see my colleague has replied, it's in authorization, that's the word. So we're going to make a new project. We have sometimes had clients have questions about the create a new project on top. There are two options there. So in the project page, as well in the list overview as the pipeline overview, there's the blue button to make a new project. If you get a phone call, you can, of course, open it and see. And there are two options. If you open a residential project, or it will be connected to a contact in your CRM. And if you make it commercial, it will be connected to a company within your CRM. So it's good to see the drop-down option there. And let's type in one of our customer names. This will be John Smith. And he is also living in Zwolle. His email is required. And it will automatically make a reference. There is also options for tags, phone numbers, and the title is in there. You can even select a type of project on the right side. There's also heat pumps, solar, and you can connect different sources connected to a type of installation. So here's the sources, and these are the statuses. So you can also override manually. You can see our different account managers are in here. In this case, I'm going to set it to my colleague. And there's also a housing corporation in there. Text can also be connected from here, and you can even make a project. Now it's time for some questions. I have answered a few that I saw coming by. Let me check in a bit. So the one from Mira for the different installations in your company, we have seen. That has been answered already with my colleague. So you're able to set up the filters so you can only see the installation types you desire. Also the Kanban overview I showed you on top, there are some options there. So you can easily manage different types and see what's most important to you. You can also select a twofold of them. Are the project statuses customizable? Yes, from the drop-down menu, by toggling it on or off, you can change the information you want to see. And is it possible to change the information that I see on each of these tiles? Yes, you also can. You can select it in the options above. Some of them are in the tiles, some of them are not. For example, the address is, but the created at date, it will be showing on top, and you can only select which one will be above or below. You can have multiple favorites. Though you can't have multiple favorites, it will only show within the default, but you can have multiple tabs so you know what is most important to you. And Joanne also asked, where can you change the amount of tabs an employee sees? So that's underneath the settings and the authorization. There you see the different roles. They can be different within your country or region, depending on what is workable within your country. And are there any types of presets in the environment? So the statuses and the overview are all your own. So you will select them, set them up within your name, and you can use them in every screen that you are logged in on. But every colleague has to set up their own preset so they can all see what they find most interesting, what's most important in their role. And then there's also the presets. Some questions might run a bit through each other. Wait one moment. Does the software only support English or other languages? Good question. Now on the top right corner, you have the little flag. In this case, it will be English, but we provide different languages that you can use OpusFlow in. And is it possible to download it in Excel, the CSV? Good question. Yes, it is. You can open it here using the CSV file. It will download on your computer and you can open it in Excel. Good to know is that you have to search in the search bar or underneath data and select in Excel that is a CSV file, otherwise it will be weirdly showing. If you select that it is a CSV file, it will automatically generate the right columns for you. Yeah, and so your colleague can't see the Kanban overview. So if you set a preset, so in this case, I have my sales and after sales, my colleague can't. So you have to help them set them up too. There's a video on YouTube so they can see. We're going to do more of these webinars, also following up in a bit of ticketing. And so there will be more details there, how to set up, how to make it. But in this case, you can use the different presets for yourself or help your colleagues set theirs up in there as well. Can you change it in the overview? Yes, if you drag and drop within the Kanban overview, you get a pop-up that selects, hey, do you want to update the status? If you do, then it will be showing for all the colleagues. So all the colleagues will see that it has changed statuses. And if we open the project, you can also see that it is in the same status as in the Kanban overview. So are there any questions there? I would like to add that this is also available through our web application. There is a web application from OpusFlow. You can download it through Chrome. It will show a little download button on top. If you open it on a tablet, you can easily use all the different things just like on your computer. If you're on a phone, it is a bit different depending on your phone size. So how bigger the size of the screen, how more options you have for planning and PV, but all of the platform will be workable and easy to use for the situations that you have on the go. Yeah, are there any questions so far in the comment section that I would like to answer? And otherwise, I'm just waiting for a bit if they have been informed enough. Yes, Mira says she has been informed enough. Well, thank you. And where can you book a demo? Good question. You can go into our website. We have, because Jose also can book a Spanish demo. We're active in Spain as well. So you can book a demo through our Spanish website. We'll get a colleague that speaks the right language. And you can also go into one of our web pages and hit the contact button and even plan it right away. And I see our website has been shared as well. So yeah, if there aren't any questions, I would like for you to thank you for your time and see you in the next webinar. And I'll see the demo link is shared as well. So thank you all for your time. Till the next one. And if you have any questions in the meantime, please visit our YouTube channel where we answer most of your burning questions. Hey, thank you and ciao.